Good afternoon, I'm Ms. Holmes, Assistant Principal in Home Office K31, and I'm here to talk about the upcoming PSAT test next Wednesday, October 17th. It's the National Testing Day for the PSAT across the country and internationally. Over 3.5 million students will take this test. That includes the students here in North Penn High School. We will be giving the test during the school day. All sophomores will take the test, and juniors who have pre-registered will also take the test. The school begins at the regular time, 7:25, and ends with an early dismissal at 11:30. You'll be testing in your 9th period classroom, which is the one you're in right now. You'll need to bring two number 2 pencils and a calculator. The school does not provide calculators, so bring your own. The PSAT measures academic skills you'll need for college. One of the benefits of this test is that your results come back and you'll know exactly which questions you get right and which ones you get wrong. You can then prepare for the SAT later on, knowing what areas you need to improve. So the PSAT is a practice test for the SAT. Our statistics show that the more times a student takes the PSAT, the higher the score is on the SAT. We want both our sophomores and our juniors to take this test. In addition, the PSAT for the juniors serves as the entry point to the National Merit Scholarship Program. This program provides scholarships and recognition for high-achieving students. You can check out our showcase in the auditorium lobby. What's on the PSAT? There are 3 sections. There's critical reading, mathematical skills, and writing skills. So what areas does that cover? Our critical reading questions. There's a critical reading passage from a variety of sources. The passages are between 100 and 800 words, and there are 35 multiple choice questions. There are then 13 sentence completions. The mathematics questions. Topics include, and they're very similar to the ones on the PSSA, numbers and operations, algebra and functions, geometry and measurement, data analysis, statistics, probability. That's 28 multiple choice questions. There are also 10 questions for which you as a student will have to generate an answer. I'm going to show you a gridded answer to make sure when you use one, you use all of the blocks or the bubbles in an appropriate way. When you enter a decimal point or a slash to indicate a fraction, remember you'll need to use that space accordingly. You'll need your calculator for this section of the test. The writing skills questions are a little bit different from the SAT. You do not have to write at all. There is no essay. You'll have 20 improving sentence questions, 10 identifying sentence error questions, 5 improving paragraph questions. So all of those, again, are multiple choice. There is no essay writing on the PSAT. There are sample questions in your PSAT booklet. Make sure before you take the test that you look through that booklet to see what the questions look like. How is the PSAT scored? There are multiple choice questions. You get 1 point for each correct answer. A quarter point is deducted for each incorrect answer. For your math gridding questions, 1 point for each answer, but no points are taken off if you have an incorrect answer. Overall, there are 0 points for omitted questions, so that if you omit a question, you do not get penalized for it. You only get penalized if indeed you have an incorrect answer. Now, the next slide will show you some test readiness strategies. Please read all the directions carefully when you're taking the test and make sure you answer the question that is asked. Do scratch work in the text booklet if you want to. It's going to be yours eventually. If you don't know an answer, skip and come back to it later. However, you may not go back to a previous section once you have moved on. You can best prepare for this test by looking at the examples in the PSAT booklet and by going on www www.collegeboard.com. That's www.collegeboard.com, all one word. You'll get your score report showing in detail the questions that you get right and those you miss. And you'll get your exam booklet returned to you. This happens in December. Remember, next Wednesday morning, report to your 9th period class when you enter the building. Bring pencils and a calculator. Relax, go through the exam with focus and purpose. And then at 11:30, you'll be dismissed for the day and you get to go home. I would ask that the teachers now pass out the PSAT booklets to the sophomores. Juniors, you already have yours when you pre-registered. Thank you, and now you may resume your normal 9th period procedures.